Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakadash. Alright. Double honors to the apostles and others, a great millstone, who rule well and teach well, and big shalom to the hopefully elect out there pushing his word in truth and sincerity, man. Shalom. Alright. Now, this one is going to be going into persecution. Okay? Alright. I'm going to start off at Psalms 116. Psalms 116 and 15. It says, O Lord, truly am I thy servant. Am I thy servant, the son of thine handmaid? Thou hast loosed my bonds. Wait, Salakia. I gotta go a verse up, Salakia. Right, it says, precious in the sight of the Lord is the death of his saints. Right? Right, we all know who the saints are. Psalms 148 and 14. Right? Right, it says, he exalts the zone of his people, the praise of all his saints, even the children of Israel, the people near and dear, near unto him. Praise ye Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Right, so, right, the saints, man. Right, precious in the sight of the Lord is the death of his saints. Right, if we die for Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, that's a precious thing and that's a good thing to the Lord, that we be good. Right, it says, Revelation 2 and 10. Revelation 2 and 10 says, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you to in prison, right, that you may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. He that have an ear, let him hear. Right, what the Spirit saith unto the churches. He that overcome shall not be hurt of the second death. All right? You're not going to be hurt of the second deaths, man. So everything going to be good, man. Everything going to be all right. Everything going to be great. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I don't want to rut this out. Right? We can make it through this thing, man. Right? But understand it's going to be hard, man. It's going to be hard, man. It's going to be hard, man. It's going to be hard. All right? So prepare thyself. You know what I'm saying? With all that getting, get understanding. All right? Right on Shairach, which is Ecclesiasticus chapter 2 and 1. It says, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Right? Set thy heart aright and constantly endure and make not haste in the time of trouble, man. Right? So this going to be this was coming up, like the hour of temptation. Right? Right? It's going to be hard. It's going to be crazy. Right, it's going to be the craziest thing you ever seen in your life. You know what I mean? So, I don't want to write this out. Hey, we going to be all right, man. The Lord going to deliver his elect. Right? And if we have to die on this side, so be it. We die for righteousness' sake and we'll be raised up first, man. Okay? You know what I'm saying? I'm going to just go to Revelation chapter 3 and 10. Right? It says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell on the earth, man. Right? So it's gonna be an hour of temptation to try you, man. Right? It's all right. Right? It says Matthew 24. I'm gonna go to Matthew chapter 24. It says 8, verse 8, it says, all these are the beginning of sorrows. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake, man. You're going to be hated by everybody for your name's sake, man. All right? For Yahweh Shai's name's sake. Salakia. Right? For Yahweh Shai's name's sake, man. And it says, and then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. Right? It says, and many false prophets shall arise and deceive many. Right? So all these things are finna come down the pipeline, bro. And we see what's going on. We see what's going on out here, man. Right? We see what's going on. Right? On verse 13, or verse 12, it says, Because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold, right? But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved, man. Right? So, hey, this is a great thing, man, because if we endure all this thing, right, we be good. You know what I'm saying? We be good. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to rock this out. Be at that number. We be good. You know what I'm saying? Right, we go to Revelation chapter 17. I think it's verse 6. It says, and I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints. That woman is America Babylon, the harlot, right? It says, with the blood of the martyrs of Yahweh Shai. And when I saw her, I wondered in great admiration, right? Because the bitch is fine, right? What John the Revelator saw was a beautiful woman, okay? A beautiful woman. All right, man. It's gonna be martyrs, man. Hella martyrs, right? Go to Revelation 20:4, right? He said, and I saw thrones, and they that sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahweh Shai, for the word of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his mark on their foreheads or in their hand, that lived and reigned with Yahweh Shai 1,000 years, man. All right? We're going to reign with Yahweh Shai 1,000 years, man. We be delivered for being beheaded, man. We're going to be first fruits. First fruits, man. That's all right, though. Man, I don't want to write this out. This was an edifying lesson. You know what I'm saying? Now, we're going to go to Luke chapter 21. Yeah, Luke chapter 21. We're going to start at verse 12. It says, but before all these, they shall lay their hands on you and persecute you, delivering you up to the synagogues and into prisons, right? Being brought before kings and rulers for my name's sake, right? And it shall turn for a testimony, and settle it therefore in your hearts, not to meditate what ye shall answer, right? So these people, they gonna offer us up to the sacrifice, basically, man. They gonna have us locked up in female camps, prisons, jails, all this stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, they gonna have us banged up, really locked up in that slammer, all for this words of these scriptures, man. Right? For not taking the RFID microchip, which is the mark of the beast. You know what I mean? Not taking the Neuralink. You know what I'm saying? We're not taking that. All right? You know what I'm saying? It says, it shall turn to you for testimony, selling in your hearts, wherefore not to, selling in your hearts, not to meditate before what ye shall answer. All right? Right? We ain't, like, the Lord gonna speak for us. Yahweh Shai can give us what to speak. We ain't gotta do that. Right? It says, for I will give you a mouth and wisdom, which all your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay nor resist. Right? So they ain't gonna be to resist, man. It says, and ye shall be betrayed by your parents and brethren and kinsfolk and friends, and some of you shall they cause to be put to death, man. And ye shall be hated by all men for my name's sake, man. So this is heavy, man. This is what's gonna go down, man. Right? It says, but there shall not a hair of your head perish, and your patience possess ye your souls, man. That's heavy right there. That's hard right there. Right? And I don't want to run this out. Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, make us hard to endure what we gotta endure in this coming destruction, man. All right? You know what I'm saying? Shoot. I'm gonna go to Hebrews. Yeah, that's a good scripture right there. Hebrews chapter 13 and 5. It says, let your conversation be without covetousness. Be content with such things as ye have. It says, for he hath said, I never leave nor forsake thee, so that we may boldly say, the Lord is my helper, and I will not fear what a man shall do unto me. All right? We're not going to fear. We gonna what? We going to stand upon 10 for Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. right? The only person we should fear is Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. You know what I'm saying? With fear and trembling, man. Work out your own salvation with fear and trembling, right? And that's what I do, literally. I fear the Most High, and I tremble. You know what I'm saying? I tremble, and I try my best to keep going, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, try my best to keep going. I mean, hopefully, I don't want to write this out and pierce my Lord with my actions and my deeds. You know what I'm saying? I pray that don't happen. You know what I'm saying? All right, so I'm going to continue to push forward, such as you. You should continue to push forward, right? And strive for the Lord, man. All right, so I'm going to go to Ezekiel chapter 9:4, right? It says, and the Lord said unto them, go through the midst of the city, right? Through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark on the foreheads of the men that sigh and cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof, right? It says, and to the others he said, in my hearing, go ye after through the city and smite, and leave not your eye, let not your eyes spare, neither have pity, and slay utterly old and young, maids and children and women, but come not near any man whom had the mark, is the mark. Now, that word for mark, it's not the charagma, it's not the mark of the beast, all right? It's not the RFID microchip, right? This word is thawa, all right? Thawa in the ancient Hebrew, which is a mark of exemption from judgment, all right? Mark of exemption. I don't want to write this out. We have this upon our foreheads, those who sigh and cry for the abominations that be done in the midst thereof, man. All right? So, hey, man, I don't want to write this out.